All right, class, this is number 27 on page 427. All right, we got to get back to using this formula. You can't just push a button on the calculator. So you got to use this formula that is taken from the chapter. So this is how almost every student who doesn't have a TI-84 has to do this problem. We have TI-84s, so we don't have to do most of the problems in this chapter using this formula, but this is a problem we do need to use this formula. So what does this say? This says, is there a difference between mu1 and mu2? And not only is there a difference, is that difference equal to, is that difference, and we'll go through what it is, but that difference is 10,000, but it's not equal to. I shouldn't have put that in. Let's go through the wording. Okay, the wording says, is the difference between the mean annual salaries of microbiologists in Maryland and California more than, is it more than 10,000? Okay, so is this difference more than 10,000? So we could just use our calculator because this was turning out to be 0. Well, now this number is 10,000. So now we need to use the formula. But let's set the problem up first. Let's figure out what the HO is, figure out the HA is. In this case, HO is the difference is less than or equal to 10,000. The HA, and this is what the claim is the difference greater than 10,000. So that's what we're trying to check out. That's all coming right from the problem. So we need to use this formula, and it gives it to us, and we need to use this formula to find the bottom, that down there. So that's just the standard deviation squared divided by the sample size of each, add them together, take the square root, that goes in the denominator. So I've done this on my calculator. Here are your calculations. This top number is that is this guy, and the bottom is this. This is our test statistic, 3.57. That's a pretty high test statistic. Let's figure out what our critical value is. Our alpha is 0.05, which means when we use inverse norm, okay, we'll get a critical value of 1.64. Well, this test statistic is in the rejection region, so we will reject the null, and if we reject the null, that means this isn't true here, right? So then we're going to support the claim.